Okay, we are going to move on into our program with the speakers. And the first speaker for the evening is Stephan Villavicencio. Almost got it. In Stephan's word, this speech is about how my Uncle Teddy guided me to seek inner peace. And in the process, I learned the poem Desiderata. Stephan is an experienced research staff member at USF, working on public health research. His hobbies include personality, psychology, music, fitness, and volunteering. Before Toastmasters, he tutored students in science and religion. He hopes to make YouTube videos to help people learn in school and get ready for the working world. He is moving along in pathways on motivational strategies, and it's on Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The title of his speech is Wisdom from Uncle Teddy. Let us welcome Stephan.
Masters and honored guests. My Uncle Teddy served in the Navy and later became a court interpreter. He was proud of his job and worked in it for 65 years. That's right, I said 65 years. Also, he hated to be late. As a result, he drove fast in his Lexus so that he could show up to court on time. Unfortunately, he did get a few tickets. One time he flew out of the garage and backed into my car. It damaged the driver's side and it made it hard. I couldn't use the door on the driver's side anymore. But he was a man of his word and he promised to pay for the damage and he came through, and that was $1,200 of car work that I didn't have to pay for. When I was 30, I was working as a research assistant. At the time, I was feeling comfortable, but I noticed my neighbors had better jobs that allowed them to throw parties and relax on the weekend and even travel. I shared my trouble with a few friends. They suggested you should take some courses in computer science, but I didn't like computer science. It was too hard for me. So I felt trapped. I was uncomfortable with making a decision that could change my life. Then I went to my Uncle Teddy and I told him about it. And he says, well, I don't know much about computer science, but I know a poem. It's called Desiderata. Let me recite it for you. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. The poem became relevant in my life in the past month. One night during the COVID pandemic, I went to Walmart, but came out empty-handed. I wish that they could stay open 24/7. As I was walking back to my car, a 40-year-old lady asked me, can you help? This elderly lady here needs help jump-starting her car. I decided to help, and within a minute, I had cables and Googled instructions. I always forget the sequence of connecting the cables to the batteries, so I had to do the Google, but it worked out fine. Then I read out the instructions. Connect the red of the dead car, connect the red of the live car, connect the black of the live car, then finally don't connect the black of the dead car to the battery. Instead, find a bolt in which to ground the circuit. I asked the elderly lady to start her car, but nothing happened. She tried 2 more times, but still nothing happened. But something did happen. This 15-year-old boy came out of his car. It was the son of the younger lady. he interjected, "I know, you have to connect the black cable to the black terminal." "No," I said, "that's what you do not do." "Yes," he boldly proclaimed, "you have to do it that way. My dad's a mechanic, he does it all the time." "No," I repeated, "don't do that. You can start a fire or an explosion." "You want to bet? You think you know more than me? My dad's a mechanic and Google's a liar." The boy, he just couldn't stop. I was getting a little frustrated. Then the mom of the boy, who was a younger lady, she said, "Yes, my husband's a mechanic and he would connect the black cable to the black terminal." I was starting to sweat. I felt like I was getting ganged up on, but I just had enough patience to keep calm. I broke away to apologize to the elderly lady that our attempts did not work. She replied, "No worries, thank you for trying." I wished her well and went home. After a couple days, I felt bad about not being able to help the elderly lady, and I was frustrated with the younger boy and the mom. But the more I thought about it, I was able to remember a few more words from the Desiderata. Speak your truth quietly and clearly and listen to others. After a couple days, I realized we were both right. While I may have seemed foolish about defending my knowledge as truth, I accepted myself and my mistake. I decided that in the future, if someone really wants to connect the black of the dead card to the battery, I'll let him do it. But I thank my Uncle Teddy for teaching me the Desiderata and for teaching me how to choose to be a quiet and peaceful man, and how to reflect on my behavior and to correct my mistakes. I realize that he also taught me how to accept myself as I am, and not to be worried about whether I'm good enough, confident enough, important enough, or just good enough. And this has helped me find peace within my soul.